Yo, what's up? It's your boy Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. Legends never die, they stay in our hearts. If you want to support us, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also you can come down here and hit the join button under the video or in our channel section. And you can also join our Patreon, patreon.com/currency365. And we also have Cash App and also PayPal for supports if you want to sow some seeds. Peace out. God bless. Enjoy the video and keep the movement going. Legends. Bye. All right. Welcome back to Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are enjoying this market because this market is crazy right now. The FTX money was supposed to start today. About $5 to $6 billion is supposed to be given back to creditors today. I don't know if that's happening yet, but the market makers are trying to force the markets down before this money and it comes in, or is it the money that came in that did this? Maybe it wasn't in US dollars. Maybe it was given in crypto instead. I don't know. They said it was supposed to be in US dollars or USDC or USDT, something like that, right? Stablecoin or US dollar equivalent. And it looks like some fears are coming in because people are saying that it could be in other currencies and stuff. But okay, now we know that Solana is supposed to unlock another 1 to 2 million tokens on March 1st. So that's fearing the markets, Solana projects, and that's weighing us down as well. But we'll see how this all plays out, folks. Looks like the market makers are taking advantage of people's fear. But if you're on my Patreon, I gave you some of these plays, and I even gave you one yesterday, or was it yesterday or 2 days ago that I would play if I get my YouTube money on the 21st, right? So, and that one is outperforming the market right now, and mainly because Solana is just down bad and it has an unlock coming. So everybody's swapping their Solana for it, and I did talk about that on Patreon. That's what I'm doing. I'm swapping my Solana for that token that I gave you guys the other day, right? So, anyways, um, yeah. So everything on my Patreon that we talked about, late last week is doing really well. All the my stocks that I called last week, the two chip plays I called last week, have outperformed the markets. And then even my AMC call last week was, outperforming the markets as well. And then my aviation call outperforming the markets, green, 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 green. And then the two some of the cryptos that I put now. Jasmine broke to the bear side, but it was on a watch list there, and I still think Jasmine's gonna can trap the bulls here. I mean, trap the bears here, and then break to the bull side. So we'll see how Jasmine turns out. But the other calls there, absolutely kicking it right now, killing it right now. So shout out to everybody on Patreon there. We did an absolutely good job to keep you guys in the green this week, even though the markets are really down and up, not knowing which way to go. Even though we have all this money being injected into this thing, it's really weird that we have all this new stuff and this bullish Trump presidency and all this stuff, and the markets have not responded at all. All right, so we have Lunk still in the 407 in the bull cycle. So people are just weird. People are like, what's going on? You know what I mean? And a lot of people are giving up as well. I see a lot of people giving up as well. Not just in Lunk, but a lot of these other communities are just giving up. They're tired. What's the end result though? You go back to what do you do? Go back to McDonald's or go back to 9 to 5? You know what I mean? Like, what's the end result when you give up? Because then you can't make wealth, right? So here you can make wealth and you just stick with it, or you just work smarter. You work smarter. How about you have some patience, right? Or how about start getting into plays that give you a monthly dividend, or how about getting into plays that actually allow you to stake and earn cryptos for free, so you don't have all that stress on you, and you can just buy your tokens for free and you can build your portfolio for free, right? Imagine people actually did stuff like that, and then they wouldn't be freaking out and have all this fear, have all this trauma on them, right? So Anyway, if you built your portfolio for free, you wouldn't even care. That's why I don't be caring, man. I'll be watching things go down 90%. I'm like, oh well, next. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna hold it. You know what I mean? Why? Because I bought it for free. I don't, it's like if I put my hard-earned money in it, then yeah, I'm pissed off. But if I'm buying this stuff for free using staking rewards, which are free for just securing the blockchain, I don't really give a crap. Oh, it's down 90%. Let's see if it can rebound by October, right? I mean, I held my Inu for years, and that thing went up 5,000% in one day. I mean, these things happen, folks. I mean, just what it is. Right? So, um, yeah. And so, anyways, it is what it is. All right. So we got 4072 here, and that's what we're doing. Let's see what we've done in a week. Week's actually down now because everything's just breaking. Everything's just a lot of things are bearish. Not everything's bearish, but a lot of things bearish. Solana's really destroying the market share, down 9%. Um, so that's a big one. That's really destroying the markets there. Luna 2.0 back down to 24 again. All right, so it's going sideways here and then broke bearish again. So we got to wait it out a little bit. 175 here, 25 million in volume there. Let's see what the market doing here. All right, yeah, yeah. It is what it is. 7 days not looking too good there for that one. And then also USTC is down 7% as well. And like I said before, if the proposal somehow doesn't pass tomorrow or whenever it's about to close, Happy Guy can always come back and do it a blacklisting one where we can actually reverse it if for it doesn't permanently remove it out of there. You can always just unblacklist it. Boom, and there it is, right? So yeah, if the proposal doesn't pass, if the proposal passes, then he goes ahead and does what he has to do and make sure that he has the legal rights to burn the tokens and with the lawyers and the CEXs and the chain upgrades, dev members or whoever's working on the chain upgrade, make sure you have the legal rights to burn those tokens, right? Make sure it's clear with lawyers and record those phone calls or get in a conference call with them and make sure you have legal rights through their mouths to be able to burn those tokens, right? Before you burn them. Don't burn them without having legal rights from lawyers to burn those tokens. Because then it's no longer on us, it's on those lawyers that told us that, right? That made that information, gave you that information. Okay. Um 17 or one which was 17 cents, should be 17 cents. I mean, my God, it's just been almost 3 years. 0.1795 down 8% here, 5.555. All right. Last 7 days, we're still up 9%, almost 10% in the last 7 days, though. So let's check out the markets in general here, man. Bitcoin, all right, man, it's back to the upside a little bit there. So it's trying to get back to the upside, but charts just all over the place right now from Bitcoin. Ethereum charts dumping a little bit here from yesterday's pump a little bit. XRP charts dumping as well. Solana's dumping, Doge is dumping. Golly, things are dumping today for some strange. The FTX money is supposed to be released today, and things are dumping. So I wonder if these guys got their money back in crypto. They were supposed to get it back in cash and dollars. Were we tricked? Did they get their money back in crypto? Can you imagine? $6 billion back in crypto. Of course they're selling. They're like, give me my money and let me get out of here. I got scammed, right? So if that's what's happening, then right? So, but if they're getting their money back in dollars, then they should want to buy this dip here. So we'll see what they're if they're getting their money back in cryptos or dollars. Let me guys know. Let me know in the comment section. I mean, not this comment section, but let me know on Twitter or Telegram group, or Patreon. Are they getting the money back in cryptos? Because man, we're down big today on a day we're in fear on a day where FTX money is supposed to be starting to be released here. So it's kind of weird. All right, let's go over to Galaxy Station, and it's still passing, barely, but it's still passing here, and we still got a day and 14 hours left. All right, so this thing is still passing. It's just a day and 14 hours left. Happy Credit Crypto did respond to everybody talking about the legal procedures and stuff, and he says it's very clear in the documents, and they already burned the private keys, so they can't even get access it. So No, the bankruptcy can the bankruptcy people when they say it's bankruptcy, it could be part of the bankruptcy asset. But the problem is that they burn the private keys. The documents say that they burn the private keys, so nobody they can't even access it. So even if it is to technically a bankruptcy asset, they can't get in it. They burn the private keys, and they said we need to that the lunk community needs to burn those assets. So okay, I mean, so Happy Caddy made a video about that. I think yesterday, talking to people about that. They can't even access it. Nobody can access this thing. So we have to do a chain upgrade and be able to get in there to burn the tokens because they burn the private keys or they throw away the private keys or something like that. So okay. Um Also, nothing mentions in the lawsuits or any of the criminal cases or any of the cases that the lung community couldn't go in here and burn these assets or that should have been stated. If they really didn't want us to touch these assets, they would have made that clear in the court document. So I think that's another thing that they didn't do. They didn't say that we were forbidden to going into these assets and taking them and burning them or blacklisting them or doing anything to them, right? So those that should be in the court documents if they really wanted us to stay away from the LFG fund. But that's not what they said. They said the LFG funds, USTC and LUNC must be burned, right? So and the private keys have been destroyed apparently. So okay, so it's kind of weird. I mean, got a lot of people coming out saying, like this and this and courts and this and this, but wouldn't that be? Wouldn't you if that was that important? Wouldn't you have written it in there? No one accessed this LFG funds until the bankruptcy case is completely over, right, or something like that, or Lung community cannot use government proposal to remove these assets. Like something like that would have been stated. That none of that stuff was stated in there. So it's really weird that you would have court case and then people saying all this stuff about court, but yet those people are out. Donald Trump and the pro crypto administration is in. Okay, so kind of weird. Anyways, I think this is just I think it's a lot of people that just don't want this thing to burn, right? They don't want us to get closer to that 1 billion tokens, and so they're just making up stuff to scare people. Say, don't do it. There's legal litigations, but why isn't it in the court documents? And if it was that important, that's a red flag right there. It should be in the court documents. Then, if you don't want somebody to touch something, or you don't want a community to be able to vote on anything, it should be court documented, right? And so that's just weird. Um, Upgrade to V3.4.0, and then all those people are gone. Like the SEC is about to be overhauled here with Doge. Like a lot of people are leaving and are gone already. That were making those statements, they're already gone. So interesting. Anyway, so this is what it is. The community will decide what they want to do, but make sure if we do pass this, make sure, Happy Caddy, that you do have lawyer evidence that you can burn that through lawyers' mouths and record those lawyers for the community for the community either through audio or video, whatever you have to do. Record those or not. If it's not you, then if it's another validator is doing it or somebody else is doing it, make sure you record those people that are dealing with the court case. Record them to say yes, it is in documentation form that you do have legal rights to burn those tokens. All right, so that's what we need. We need that to make sure that nothing stupid happens, right? Make sure you get that before you burn those tokens. All right. If not, don't burn them. Right. Put a proposal in to blacklist them instead. All right. So then we have a spend proposal here that's passing as well for Orbit Labs. All right. So upgrade. All three of them are passing right now, and we'll see what happens in the next 24 hours, 48 hours. We got way more than that. We got a 24-hour plus 13 there. All right, so we'll see how that plays out. And then let's go over here quickly. 70 million. Wow, that was a big jump. We went from what 13 million to 70 million. So and that's because we're going down again. And then we have went from 8,000 to 12,000. Okay. And then 15.25 there. Oracle pool to the downside. Community pool to the upside. Steady as we go. Supply 300 million added. Nobody's burning any lung today. Only 10 And then nobody burning USTC today as well. And then we have validator Jarvis Protocol, 674 million added there. Hexagon lost 658 million as they are voting no for the burn 100 1.86 billion USDC burn. They're voting no. Interesting. Okay, I believe they're voting no. And they also talk about the legal action, the uncertainty of the legal action, even though it's in the is literally in the documents there. But I get it. That's why I say I don't mind if people vote. I'm not gonna be mad at people voting no. I'm just the no with veto makes no sense, and unfortunately, some people have chosen to do that, and their proposals will never be passed in this community because people are just gonna go no with veto on them. And we know who those people are. I'm not gonna talk about it. Okay, so that's it. Peace out. God bless. Hope you guys are doing well, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Let's see what happens. We got 1 day, 14 hours left to see if this thing passes, and if it passes, then hopefully, it's still a long road ahead. You got to CXs have to be on board, and then you have to have the developers and have to be able to do the upgrades, and then you have to be able to talk to the lawyers to make sure it's clear that you can burn these assets, right? And to confirm it from the paperwork of the documents of the court papers. All right, that's it. Peace out. God bless. I'll see you guys in the next video.